Hay un problema?
I am problem. So I don't know if that means it's either been cancelled or if there's a rail replacement run.
Oh, shit. Fuck. The train is cancelled. All right, well, this video hasn't gone to plan. So good morning from Algeciras. So we're back on Spain's southern frontier in the rustic little border city and harbour of Algeciras. This might be Spain, but it also holds a curious place in British history. Algeciras sits just a few miles across the water from the Rock of Gibraltar. Now, in the 1890s, the British Empire was at the height of its power and its influence. The many British servicemen stationed in Gibraltar wanted to escape the tiny rock and the limited opportunities for recreation. So a wealthy baron named Mr. Henderson decided to finance an impressive work of engineering, a railway line stretching from Algeciras to Ronda. That train line still exists, so today I'll be bringing you the story of Mr. Henderson's railway. So we've been staying in Algeciras, and we spent the last couple of nights while we've been exploring Gibraltar and Ceuta in this rather grand, albeit a little bit dated, Victorian hotel behind me. This is the Reina Cristina, and it was financed by Mr. Henderson as part of the railway project from Algeciras to Ronda. So the idea was that the British servicemen, their families, the people living in Gibraltar would effectively cross over the border into Spain, and then they would begin their journey by spending the night here in the Reina Cristina before catching the railway in the morning, which is exactly what we're going to do. Let's take a peek inside. This would have been the bar where you can lounge out with a whiskey, gin and tonic, or as I did last night, a nice cold cerveza. Only €3.60 as well for a pint. And then in here, you've still got your lavish communal waiting area. So yeah, you can see it's still rather a grand establishment, but you can definitely feel the century of history that's here. So I think this is what the hotel would have looked like back in the day. And here you can see faded black and white picture, all its glory in the 1900s, the Rock of Gibraltar in the background. Now, Mr. Henderson's actual name was Alexander Henderson, and he was Scottish and he was a financer. And one of his business ventures was the Algeciras Gibraltar Railway Company. And through that, he financed this hotel and financed the railway line all the way up to Ronda. And then from Ronda, the line actually continues. Now it continues to a place called Antiquera, which is just north of Malaga. But at the time, it went to a place called Bobadilla. You can stop off in the Campo and little villages, some of the famous Pueblos Blancos, and some fairly rural places up in the mountain. So the hotel was built in the same sort of grand Victorian / Andalusian style that you see in Gibraltar. But you can see you've got your sort of grand gardens. Probably not the same view they would have had back in the day though, because now there's just an industrial port behind me. This is one of the largest ports in Spain, and the poolside bar is closed. The pool is empty, but we're here in March. Actually, it's the 1st of April today, and despite this being one of the most historic hotels in Andalusia, it was only about €60 a night. So absolutely steal, especially if you, like me, enjoy your history. And this would have been the grand entranceway to the hotel. And just looking at the history of the hotel, a lot of famous or influential figures from history have actually stayed here in the past. Apparently Winston Churchill once made an appearance here, General Charles de Gaulle, Orson Welles, and many more. So yeah, for €60 a night, you're staying following in the footsteps of the finest historical company. A bargain. Oh, look who else is staying here.
Oh, hello there.
Claire's footsteps. All right, let's go find Algeciras train station and Mr. Henderson's railway.
Ooh.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Vámonos.
Vámonos.
There's a little information board here just outside the hotel. That explains that basically when the hotel was built, when it opened in 1901, there was a nice beach here called El Churrielo. And the reason it was built here was because the beach was here, so that you could enjoy a nice little beachside stay before you took your trip up to Ronda or on the way back. But now, obviously, it's a massive industrial port, And that's apparently part of the reason why the hotel kind of fell into a little bit of disrepair and isn't quite so popular as it was with the Victorian clientele. Yeah, it's about a 10-minute walk from the hotel to the station. So today, Algeciras is basically a port city. It's a little bit rough and ready, a little bit faded around the edges. I like it. You can see people, meet people from all over the world here. There's a big Moroccan, North African influence here as well. This is a border town. This is the border of Spain. So this is Algeciras train station. And as you can see, I imagine it has been updated, renovated several times since Mr. Henderson financed its construction. Yeah, it seems to have lost a little bit of its history, unfortunately. There are limited trains up to Ronda every day. There's only about, I was looking at the timetable, maybe 3, sometimes 4. Some of them are slow trains, which stop off at lots of little villages along the way. And then some of them are faster trains, which just kind of stop in Ronda and then carry on to Antequera, where you can then connect to Madrid and anywhere else in Spain, really. It's a big transit hub for the high-speed trains. Now, back in the day, a ticket from Algeciras to Ronda would have cost you a whopping 17 pesos. Today, I think it's about 9, 10 or 11 euros each way. It's still a fairly good deal for what is a 2-hour train ride through some of the best scenery in Andalusia. So, let's go and find ourselves a ticket. ¿Dónde están, Clara? Hola. What? Hay un problema?
I am problema.
What's up?
When the salidas are up there, it says deleted.
Deleted?
It says observations deleted.
Oh no. Oh.
And then it says llegar is an autobus for the arrivals. So I don't know if that means it's either been cancelled or if there's a rail replacement bus.
Oh, shit. Again.
Again. The 5 trains have taken in Spain. This would be the 4th one that's had a rail replacement bus.
Let's see if we can ask someone. Oh, there's someone there.
Hola. ¿Tenemos billetes para Ronda? No. ¿Hay un bus? No hay bus. No hay bus, no hay train? Oh.
Oh, what? Fuck. The train is cancelled. All right, so this video has not gone to plan, guys. I'm so sorry. I wanted to show you the railway because it's supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to be really scenic and there's so much history behind it. But there has been a landslide, a rockfall, which has destroyed part of the line. We knew already that part of the road had been destroyed because you couldn't take a bus from Marbella, where we were staying, up to Ronda, because we were originally planning to take that bus up there and then take the train down. So we decided to come here because the timetables on Renfe, on the apps, were saying it was all running, it was all on time, etc. And we just got to the station and the guy there told us, no train, there's no trains today because of the landslide. He said the only way to get there today would be to take the rail replacement bus, but the rail replacement bus doesn't actually go to Ronda, presumably because there's been more landslides and the road is screwed. So he said the only way to do it would be to take the rail replacement bus from here to Antequera, which is the end of the train line, and then from Antequera go back on ourselves to Ronda. And he said it would take 4 hours each way, and that's the entire day just spent on a bus when I'm supposed to be on a train. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head opposite to the San Bernardo bus station and see if there's any buses running. I just had a look online and it doesn't look like there are, but we're going to ask at the ticket office. There might be something they put on, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. All right, Algeciras bus station.
Hola. ¿Hay un bus to Ronda hoy?
No. All right, no buses to Ronda today. All right, well, that's that done. I guess I'll show you guys around Algeciras today instead. Let's make a video about Spain's border town instead. Vámonos, take 2. Right, well, in theory, if it wasn't for the landslide, you could definitely do this train yourself, I think. But I guess check the weather conditions, check for rockfalls, check for all of these unexpected dramas that could hinder your journey from Algeciras to Ronda on Mr. Henderson's railway. I don't think Mr. Henderson would be too happy about this situation. His lavish and expensive project has now been thwarted by falling rocks and no rail replacement bus even. But as they say, a day in Algeciras is never a wasted day. So instead of going to Ronda on Mr. Henderson's railway, let's check out this Spanish border town. We have a contact who works for the tourism department at the town hall, and we were supposed to meet him tomorrow after the train ride to learn a little bit more about the history of the train. So we're going to go see if we can meet him now, and hopefully he's a journalist and a tourism representative, so hopefully he can tell us a little bit more about the history of the train that we should have taken, and maybe a little bit more about what life is like in Algeciras as well. All right, we just come into the Ayuntamiento to meet Jose, but it looks like he's in the middle of some civic meeting. I'm not sure. Oh, here he is. Hola.
Nice to meet you. Richard.
¿Cómo
Hello,
estás?
how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
You come from Ceuta today?
No. Our plans got. We had to change our plans because
Really?
So we were in Ceuta on Monday, and then
Okay.
we were supposed to take the train
To
up
Ronda?
to
but you
Ronda.
couldn't.
Yeah.
So we have then the Hotel Reina Cristina. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, we've been staying there.
Okay. Now it's a very normal hotel, but
Yeah.
it was in those years the most expensive and best hotel in Spain.
Oh, really? So like
Yeah.
the most lavish, the grandest. Yeah,
Also
yeah.
Built by a Scottish actually businessman, only for English people.
Only for English people. Oh, okay.
Alexander Henderson.
Mr. Henderson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he built the train, and so he took the advantage of the train to bring here tourists from England
Right.
to a very special place. Then imagine
Yeah.
coast, nice weather. It was a beach hotel actually. It
Yeah,
was in front
we
of the
saw that there was like a information board said that there used to be a beach there,
Yeah.
but now it's just the port,
port.
right?
beach.
Yeah.
You have stairs now to nowhere, but that was
Yeah, is it like a very multicultural city?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
we saw a mosque as well.
many mosques.
Just a kind of small one though, not like a minaret or whatever.
6 mosques.
Oh, there's 6 mosques. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gibraltar too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 2 in Gibraltar. A small one in the downtown and a Saudi Arabian one, biggest, very nice.
They built a new one, right?
at the Euro Point at the end of
okay.
the
Yeah.
rock.
Europa Point. Yeah.
Oh,
we didn't make it that
You
far.
can see it from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, from Plaza Alta. If we go there now, you can have a
Okay.
look to the minarete. How do you say?
Yeah.
Minaret.
Minaret. Yeah.
It was built by Saudi Arabian.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Right.
A good example of the mixture between Moroccan people and Spanish people.
Yes.
Sharing the same space.
Yep.
same market. Yeah, many of the, how do you say, market people
The market vendors.
are from Morocco.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And you can find there many products from Morocco. Well. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. This is the town hall conference room. Jose's just been showing us around. He's going to take us out into Algeciras actually, so we can see a little bit more of the city from his perspective. So you work as a journalist and you work here as well.
Also.
Ah, okay. Yep. Jose was saying he knows Michael Portillo, the famous English former politician, documentary maker who makes a lot of films about trains, because he came here as well to make a video about the Algeciras to Ronda train. And I think he may have actually made it, so perhaps you should tune into his videos instead of this one. All right, so we just kind of walked out of the main kind of central area, and these are the old walls that just kind of pop up out of nowhere. There's an archaeological site that's just completely open. You can wander through it. So this is the Puerta de Gibraltar, or the gateway to Gibraltar. And this was the original Moorish walls, which were built just at the start of the 711 after the Moors landed in Gibraltar. And then they built another fortified city here. And it was actually destroyed by the Moors themselves during the Reconquista to deny the fortifications to the Spanish who reconquered the city. And then after that, it was abandoned for a long time until 1704, when the Gibraltarian refugees, the Spanish refugees from Gibraltar, were forced into exile when the British and the Dutch forces took over the rock. I think this is the gateway facing Gibraltar, because the harbour's just down there.
First port of Mediterranean Sea.
The first?
The main
the
port.
biggest?
Yeah, the
Oh,
biggest.
really? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Fourth in Europe,
Yeah.
but first of Spain and of the whole Mediterranean.
Okay. So yeah, the most important.
I say, this is the wall of the city. It was a very important city. It was the capital of a province, Islamic
Yep.
province. And that was the first city founded by Muslims in Europe.
Oh.
They came here through Gibraltar from the north of Africa. So they came immediately here to this site and they founded here this city, Algeciras Al Hadra, the Green Island in Arab, Algeciras
Yeah.
Al Hadra. And actually they built here the first mosque of Europe.
Oh wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
And that was the wall around the city.
So yeah, you can see the lower levels of the walls anyway are still quite well preserved. And then down here there's also what looks like a little Moorish bridge perhaps. Well, it now looks like a sewage drain. Oh yeah, you can see they're all different, aren't they? So all these, the different marks of the different stonemakers.
So when the Christian city was built after the Islamic one, we use for our church these stones. So you can see now, if we go to the Plaza Alta, the same stones and the same marks
Okay.
on the building of the main church.
Yeah.
Okay?
So they repurposed
Because
all of the city walls.
They were here from 8th century
Yeah.
to 1344. And after that, nobody was living here until the only one city around here was Gibraltar, Spanish city then, the city of Gibraltar. So when in 1704 Gibraltar was taken by English Netherlands fleet, the Spanish people of Gibraltar came to these old ruins, the Islamic city of Algeciras, and started to live here. And that was the new city, the modern city of Algeciras. This is the origin of our city now. Okay. So during 3 centuries, nobody was living here.
Right. So it was just abandoned.
Actually, the people who founded the city of Algeciras were the old people of Gibraltar. They came from Gibraltar.
Right. Oh, the refugees.
Yeah. They came for thinking they were going to come back, probably in 1 year, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But finally, they started to found the city. They constitute a city council and to build the church, the building, everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I see.
So they feel, people from Algeciras, even more people from San Roque, they feel they are the real people from Gibraltar.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In San Roque, you can read there, city of San Roque, where lives the city of Gibraltar.
Oh, I see.
They have they
Right.
right there always.
So
And the San Roque flag and shield is the same of Gibraltar.
Oh, is it?
Flag and shield, the
Yeah.
same, exactly the same.
right.
Also here, our colors were white and red, like Gibraltar.
the Gibraltar flag.
Our football team is black, red and white.
Like
Gibraltar
Gibraltar.
flag.
So what do people here think of the British
Ah,
having
no,
Gibraltar?
we're very friends. You know, there are many people here working in Gibraltar.
Okay. Yeah.
Many people married to Gibraltar boys, girls. Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
normal. They
okay.
came here, they spend here a lot of money, you know. They pay much more money to Spanish people than the money they can get here with different salaries, you know. And they love Spain, actually. Many of them have houses here. On weekends, you can see their cars with the yellow plaque around our restaurants.
Oh yeah, with the GBZ.
Countryside, yeah. Now we have a very nice relationship, actually. We heard that problem when people from Madrid talk about that, you know? Gibraltar, England, the sea, the border, all these stupid things. But people here, we have a very, very nice relationship, no problem. We go there. I used to go there once a month.
Yeah.
Only just to enjoy, to work, to buy things I can find here.
Yeah.
Different marks, different products.
Yeah.
Wine from
Cheaper wine, right?
yeah. From South Africa, from California, for example. This kind of
Oh,
red
the
wine.
wine's cheaper in Gibraltar.
I mean, there's no. There
You
used to
can
be no
find
tax,
here
right?
California wine.
Oh, okay.
It's very rare,
Oh,
and
I
if
see.
you want to, you have to pay a lot.
Right.
But you go there, Blossom Hill, it's very cheap there.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah,
like
Blossom
London.
Hill.
Yeah.
That's what we get in England.
And if you buy, I don't know, Kumala from South Africa, and you take it to a house here where you have a dinner.
Yeah.
It's a very nice present,
Oh,
and nobody
cool.
nobody knows that wine, and
Yeah.
so it's.
Yeah.
I like that kind of thing. Cigarettes are much cheaper for smoking.
Oh, are
people.
they?
Yeah. Also whiskey, gin, all these products are very expensive here. Cigarettes are the free products. Normally, you have to be careful because people want to bring it to Spain.
Oh, so you mean they
Yeah,
like
contrabando.
smuggle?
How do you say
Yeah,
contrabando?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
contraband. Yeah.
Yeah,
Contraband.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is where you can find the bigger difference of prices.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get lots of smugglers
Yeah.
bringing cigarettes and lots of
Yeah.
gin or whiskey over the border. Yeah.
Okay, if you want, we
Classic.
can go to see that church where
Yeah,
you can
sure.
find the
Yeah.
same kind of
Yeah,
stones.
definitely.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Islamic stones for Christian church. It's funny.
All right, so we just come to the Plaza Alta, the High Square, I think. This is the main square in Algeciras. It's very, very typically Spanish or Andalusian. You've got the big church behind me, the Iglesia. And then, yeah, just a nice little square. I think Algeciras is growing on me already. It's a nice little town, to be honest, once you're away from the harbour. It's got just that local feel to it, which you've lost in a lot of the really touristy cities in Spain. Ah, so these are the same stones that they had at the city walls.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
basically repurposed the walls.
Repurpose, recycled the stones.
So the Christian church is made from Muslim stones. So this is the Chapel of Our Lady of Europa, and this is the oldest building left in Algeciras. It was built by the Christian refugees who came across from Gibraltar after the British took the rock, and they brought with them the Lady of Europa, one of the saints, which you can still see inside. So this was the first Christian church in Algeciras.
The farmhouse disappeared.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can see the door, the gate. It's
Okay.
It's still there, very close. Here, of course, on the same side of the street. And that was the chapel of the house.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Made with these stones I told you.
Yeah.
But where you can see perfectly that stones on the map. So this is the oldest building of the city.
Okay.
Because the old Islamic building disappeared, were destroyed by the
Yeah.
inhabitants of the Islamic city.
Right. So nothing was. They destroyed absolutely everything.
Completely.
Just completely flattened the city.
Completely
Yeah.
flat.
Hola. Wow, that's nice.
This is the Virgin, the image of the Virgin brought from Gibraltar.
Okay.
From the chapel of Our Lady of Europe in Europe Point. At
Europe
the end
Point.
of the rock.
Yeah. Did you hear that? So this was taken from Europe Point. There was a church there, a Spanish church.
You know, they left the city with the things, and my family brought this image from the chapel. It was very loved there in Gibraltar by the people, and so they brought it here, and they thought that was the best place to place it.
So are you from Algeciras originally?
Yeah, my wife is from Morocco.
Oh, she's Moroccan.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right. So there's a big community of Moroccans here as well. Like what, do you know like what percentage of the city, or is it large, or?
You mean?
In Algeciras, yeah.
There are 9,000 inhabitants from Morocco.
9,000 Moroccans, and the city is 100,000 maybe?
125.
125, okay. So that's almost 10%.
Yeah, 10%
Yeah.
approximately. Yeah.
Right.
They have 6 mosques.
6 mosques, yeah.
And now they are going to have a new cemetery only for them.
Oh, right.
Because you know they have a different way to.
Yeah,
What's it, enterrar?
to bury.
Bury.
Yeah, yeah.
To bury the people.
Yeah. Oh, he's saying his wife is Moroccan.
Oh, yeah.
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 Nice.
But they are very Spanish. You know, she's very Spanish.
Right.
Yeah. She was born here actually. No, she was born in Rabat, but came here very quickly when she was.
Oh, very young.
Okay, I wanted to show you the mosque, but no, it's not possible from here. But at the end of the rock is the mosque and the minaret.
Okay, the new mosque that's
The new mosque,
built by
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia. Yeah.
Right.
But in summer, it's full of people waiting for the boat to Morocco, coming
Right.
from any.
All over Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 million of people.
2 million.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cross the strait in 3 days.
Wow.
That's
3 days
insane.
in July, another 3 days in August.
Yeah.
First, second, and third of July, and the same in August.
Must be chaos.
Yeah, the boats are continuously leaving,
Right,
leaving,
just
leaving, leaving.
turning
Many,
them
many
around.
boats then
Yeah,
in
yeah.
July and August. Yeah.
Wow.
During the nights, continuously
Yeah.
traveling. And they here like a snake. Too.
Oh,
The
queue.
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a long queue of cars
like
and
this,
lorries
whole
and trucks.
time, waiting for the moment to board the
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, when we were in Ceuta on Monday, they said it was a public holiday
Yeah.
because of Eid.
Public holiday. Yeah, the only city in Spain where they do that.
Yeah. So nowhere else.
Not here yet.
Yet, you think it will one day.
Last-
So this is San Isidro.
Since San Isidro, yeah. Chapel. They're preparing these processions.
The
Eastern.
Semana Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so they're preparing these for Easter. The Semana Santa processions.
You don't have to be Christian even. You just love this
Yeah, it's
because
just a
it's tradition.
Cultural.
Culture. Yeah. You come to the Mass Sunday, you will find here 20 persons, but this day, thousands of
Thousands.
people.
Yeah.
It's a very special thing.
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
don't understand very well, actually. I'm not very Spanish in this sense. I mean, I don't understand this because people are very emotionate, get emotion.
And how long is the celebrations going for?
1 week.
The whole week?
1 week from
Yeah.
from Sunday, the first Sunday, to the Sunday.
Oh.
And every day here in Algeciras, you have 2 and sometimes even 3 different processions.
So yeah, everyone's gearing up for Semana Santa right now, and they build the floats and the parades, etc. All begin from here, and they spend the whole week just parading their icons around and having a big religious festival. Even if they're not really religious, they get involved. It's cultural, part of history and tradition.
I noticed that the house prices were very good here. We looked compared to the Costa del Sol, it's
Yeah.
like 25%.
The steal.
Level of life here is very high. You can live here very in a very nice way.
Yeah.
People is very friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People. This is not very big. You can go buy food everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here, the industry give people here very nice salaries. So people here say they're very rich, but people has a very comfortable level of life in the city.
Stable as well, like
Stable,
year-round
yeah,
jobs.
yeah.
Yeah. So lots of people work in the harbour, in the ports.
3,000 families
Oh,
living
wow.
from the port.
Yeah. And then like border force or that kind of stuff.
They come from England.
From England.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from here. From here.
From here?
Yo soy de aquí. Les estoy enseñando esto. Les estoy
From
dando-
England, yeah.
Acompañándoles.
Yo he estado varias veces en Londres. Before I stayed 2 times
Twice.
in London. I am seaman,
Oh, you're a sailor?
seaman. I worked about 17 years in Norwegian ship, the general cargo ship.
Ah, I see. In the merchant navy. Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Because today I have 85 years old.
85. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Is your wife or your girlfriend?
Girlfriend, novia.
She is very nice.
She is.
And very beautiful.
Muy guapo. Muy guapa.
In New York City,
New York.
I have over there my girlfriend.
Okay.
In New
Yeah.
York,
She's there now or in the past?
no, in this place is New York, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yeah.
But after we broke.
Oh, you split up.
My girlfriend, she looked me with another girl.
She saw you with another girl. Oh.
Was a long time
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
So you
This,
Oh,
this
that's you.
oh, this was you. In the
A ver,
Navy.
let me see. Mira. ¿Cómo es su nombre? ¿Su nombre cómo es?
José
¿Y qué más?
Calvente.
Calvente.
¿Cómo te llamas?
José Calvente.
Jose Calvente.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
This is my girlfriend over there in Brooklyn. She look at me with and the woman. She coming from this way. I stay over there. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
She tell me, yo soy José. She tell me, you say you fucking bastard son of a bitch, out of my house. You understand?
Yeah, entiendo.
That's global.
I mean, fair enough.
I sing
Oh, you're a singer?
over there, just over there.
Yeah,
You see all this here.
Sí. Ah, qué bueno.
amazing.
I sing over there about six years.
Nice to meet you.
I
Mucho
am very
gusto.
happy to meet you.
You too. I'm Richard.
Nice to meet you.
This is Claire.
Jose, Claire.
Jose from Algeciras. And stay away from the women.
Next time.
Be careful. Yeah, yeah.
I am married here.
Yeah.
My wife and me, we have 53 years old.
53.
years
53 years married.
married.
Oh,
Nice.
I have
Nice.
two boys, like 17,
Yep.
one girl like you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bueno.
hello. Mucho gusto.
Adios.
There you go. Colourful local character from Algeciras, Jose Caldente. Seemed to have a way with the women, he thinks, back in the day. We're going to check out Mercado de los Abastos, the market. Oh, it's busy. Busiest I've seen Algeciras.
We are also from Bolivia.
From Bolivia.
From Bolivia. From Bolivia.
Yeah.
And you see South American faces, Bolivian.
Right. So you got Bolivians, Moroccans.
And Moroccan,
Spanish.
for example, that shop, small shop, sell only products from Morocco. And today you don't find Arab shops, just a few, because I'm on holiday.
Yeah, because it's Eid, right? Is this where you come to do your shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than the...
Now I have to buy something for food, for lunch.
Okay. Mercado de Abastos. Yeah, Algeciras is, of course, famous for its seafood. Look at this. That looks glorious. 20 euros for half a kilo. Seems expensive. Yeah, the fish market is the busiest part of the Mercado. I think the town's famous for its seafood, though, isn't it? So we heard they do a few local delicacies like cockle soup and a fish noodle soup as well, which sounds interesting. But I don't think there's any restaurants actually in here, so we might have to try and find some of them later. This is more like a fresh kind of produce market, and everything looks like it's straight out the sea or straight off the butcher's carving knife, basically. Look at that. So this street just outside the Mercado is the Arab district, according to Jose, and you can get all your Arab shops. You've got halal butchers, they've got lots of Arabic lettering and writing on all the shops and in the pensions and the guest houses, etc. This is the multicultural part of Algeciras. Cool, thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Hasta luego. A nice little insight into life in Algeciras, the strangely interesting border city on the southern frontier of Spain. All right, so we're back at the hotel, Reina, Cristina, where we started the day full of hope that we would get to enjoy one of the most beautiful scenic train rides in Andalusia. But that's travel for you, it doesn't always work out. We tried all the options we could. We tried to take a bus, see if we could take the rail replacement bus, tried the bus station, and no avail. So unfortunately, Mr. Henderson's railway will stay untraversed, by us at least, for now. But at least we got to enjoy Algeciras instead. And what an interesting little border town it was. It was surprisingly multicultural, lots of Moroccan and North African influences, as you'd expect, being so close to North Africa. And yeah, if you're ever around, if you're ever catching the ferry over to Ceuta or Tangier, or if you're attempting to take the train as we did today, it's worth hanging around at least for an afternoon or a morning, maybe even the whole day, just checking out this little visited city. So that's it from me. A failed journey, but hopefully not a failed video. And we'll return next year perhaps to attempt Mr. Henderson's railway again. So thanks for watching. This will be the last video from this Spanish series. But join me next time when I should be in Georgia, the country, not the state.